Hello, everybody. Hello,
Hello.
hello. All right, I got a few things to do.
Hello.
All right,
Oh,
this
whatever.
was in my yard this morning. Look what's seen. It's my light board. Look how big it is. So
Yay. Nice.
it's actually as big as this thing. So now I don't have to strain
Wow, look at the
over it.
brightness.
Yeah, I don't have to strain
Isn't that
over it,
too
like
bright?
hover
Oh,
over
you
to
can
see
see
it.
where you're missing. Okay.
Well, no, see, you can adjust it. There's one, two, or three.
Yeah, that's great.
So, yeah.
S- Wow.
So, and I had some that had fallen out down here that I fixed earlier. Yeah, it's way better. So now I can save my neck. I don't have to lean over and mess up my back with my neck and stuff
And you can
whenever
see
that
if you
happens.
missed any too.
Which I haven't missed any because I fixed that earlier. It's just white, but it looks like it is. So
Yeah.
yeah, so happy about that. And
It
then
makes it look weird on the light, but when you
it
take it
does.
off the light, it'll
Yeah, yeah,
look different. Yeah.
yeah, 100%. Then I went to Target because I haven't been there in a while. I was looking for Godzilla stuff
Target.
because I went to look
Target.
for the blind boxes.
Yeah.
Um, and still not. And then I looked at the shipping to do it online, and they can't ship till next week. But then the shipping cost is like ridiculous. So, but I did find this. It's the Star Wars movie posters bag
Oh, cool.
clips. So
Cool.
these are cheaper than the Godzilla bag clips that I'm doing right now
Like
on
those
Amazon.
rubbery vinyl posters. Yeah,
Yeah,
they're cool.
but they're cheaper than the Godzilla ones I was doing on Amazon. So I bought three of these, but I'm not going to open it
Are they
tonight.
Funko?
I don't, I guess.
They look
It
like
doesn't say,
Funko figures, don't? Aren't they like Funko
I guess kind
characters?
of, yeah.
Or maybe not. Maybe there's somebody else. Who
It
makes
doesn't
them?
say console.
Who makes them? I want to know.
You shut up. Monogram?
Monogram.
Monogram
Okay,
Direct.
so must be their own,
Yeah.
similar to Funko looking characters.
But I'm going to do my own shorts on these, so I won't open these. So I have three of them to open. So. It goes from A New Hope, Empire, Return of the Jedi, Phantom Menace, Attack of the Clones, Revenge, The Force Awakens, The Last Jedi, which I don't want, and The Rise of Skywalker I don't want, and then two mystery exclusives. So we'll see. We'll see. That I will do tomorrow. Alright. Took me a little time to find my board, so I'm gonna send out messages now. Here. Uh, Hello. Mouse is messing up. But how are you? How are you?
Who are you talking to?
The only person here.
Oh,
What the
hello.
crap? Holy crap, dude.
I feel like I've got like a
Jeez.
some sort of like I've been like literally like those Sunday afternoon like dazes you used to get when you went out as a teenager and were up all night drinking and stuff, and I'm just like in some vegetative world at the moment. I don't know, I'm just not
Apparently.
switched on. I'm just
Jeez.
but yeah, no, besides that I guess I'm okay.
Uh-huh.
Real yeah.
Hey, Dave. How are you?
They,
Dave, save us all. Oh my gosh. Who are you talking to? the only other person here. Goodness.
Yeah, I know.
Maybe you should go back to bed.
I
Sounds
pretty
like
much
you need to.
slept the whole night on the couch, so I'm laughing at that statement because
Mm,
what's bad? I haven't been.
right.
I
It's on the
passed out on my
couch.
couch, to be honest.
Yeah. Probably why then.
Yeah, yeah, no, all good, all good. It's I'm glad you got your light thing because I know you wanted that
Well, it said,
to to make it
oh,
easier. So
well, what's annoying is they're like, hey, here's a text us so we can track it, right? So I'm like,
mm,
okay. And it just kept saying it's out for delivery, out for delivery. Well, I have a certain thing on my account saying don't leave it outside the gate because it could get stolen. I
uh,
looked last night, there was no updates. Like the when you go into the app, it says it's getting ready for delivery at the facility. But then on the WhatsApp tracking, it says it's out for delivery. Well, early this morning, I was still sleeping. My mom came in. She's like, "Hey, this is outside the gate." So I'm lucky nobody stole it, honestly, because that would have been bad. I would have been really, really upset.
yeah,
But it worked out, so whatever. It's here. It's in great condition. So, and it's way bigger than my last little, because my last one was only like about this size, and it was shorter. It wasn't as long either. So maybe about here. So, and
yeah.
this is normally really expensive on like Amazon and stuff. So, I am happy with it. So, it's all good. And this kind of helps too. Like you can see where you kind of went off track a little bit and they're kind of like wonky. You can fix it. It's a lot easier to fix it before you glue it, which helps.
I reckon, wouldn't you get tired eyes staring into that light for ages? But
No, because this part that I've already done blocks it.
oh, okay,
Um, but it's like this, the second one isn't bad, but for if I want to really like kind of be super comfortable, just put it on the bright. But this, so if it was like this, then I would. But this helps me kind of block it, mute it a little bit. So it's honestly not bad. But see now, like before, I was like straining to see, what letters these were, and now it's easy peasy lemon squeezy. And now I don't have to guess or be like, oh crap, I accidentally covered that over when I shouldn't have. So much better. But how's everybody? Thank you guys for all your sweet comments on my Rancor. Very happy with my Rancor. I'm still like I like woke up and was like, I can't believe I still have them.
I know.
Like so,
The Rancor
Mr.
is
Chris is amazing.
ghostly.
Yep,
Very, very well done.
very giving, very sweet, and all around awesome person.
Yep.
Mm. 'Cause he didn't have to send that to me, and he didn't. Or, but he did.
Yeah, it is. I was looking at it. It is the same as the one that I brought loose.
Mm-hmm. Well, I only remember of, besides the vintage, but this one and then the Force Unleashed one.
Yeah. And as I
But
said
I didn't mind.
yesterday, when you unboxed it, as I said, that's the first time I've ever seen it in its packaging. So,
Yeah.
because I never really got into the power of the Force, or
Yeah. See, and that was what I
and Black
started my
Series was
collection
my
with.
road back into Star Wars collecting. I just realised.
Yeah.
So,
It was Power of the Force, Power of the Jedi line is what when I started collecting. That was what was always around and stuff.
yeah, no, it's
But
cool.
yep, he's heavy too. Like it's not light. I don't know how I'm gonna protect him in the box when Ruffy sees him.
Oh,
That's gonna be a hard one to justify to keep in the box with him. Because I'm already
well,
on the border of like,
no, keep it in the box, I reckon.
yeah, six. Oops. Do anything fun besides sleep on the couch today?
Did I do anything on the couch?
That's no. I said, did you do anything fun besides sleep on the couch?
No, I had to go do some grocery shopping, exciting,
Yeah.
get some stuff for my mum and myself for the start of the week. Um, and what else? Uh, yeah, I came home and I had to do a little bit of getting rid of some weeds in the backyard. So a little bit of weeding.
Mm-hmm.
Um, my mother managed to trip over while I was out, so she's a
Uh-oh.
bit sore and sorry for herself. So, but she tripped and landed on her bed, luckily. But yeah, not a great thing. So, but she's okay. She's just, I think she's going to get a bruise
Yeah.
near her, basically.
Okay.
But yeah,
Well,
um,
at least she's okay.
I mean, she's in there walking around and stuff now. So, like, if she was really banged up, she wouldn't be walking around like she is.
No,
So that's why I'm not super concerned.
but she didn't hit
Um,
her head or anything.
no, well, she landed sort of on her arms on the bed, like
Mm.
face. That's how she described it. So no, she didn't. I mean, if anything, she would have jolted her neck, I guess. But
Yeah.
she doesn't
Hey,
seem to be.
Dale, how are you?
She doesn't seem to be.
Real
Besides
bad.
knowing that she's getting a big bruise on her leg, I think.
Gotcha. Well, that's good. I mean, not that
No,
she's
I
gonna have a
mean,
bruise, but that
mum.
she's okay.
Like that's why I live here, behind her, just to make sure that she's okay with these sort
Right.
of scenarios. But it's I know her pretty well, after living here for a while with her as an adult. I know when she's hurt and when she's not, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I can tell, like, yeah.
Yeah. I'm the same with
So
mine, so I get it.
I mightn't have been as aware as a kid, like who probably none of us maybe were that
Huh.
switched on when our parents were actually hurt when we were kids. But, as an adult, you notice, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. And the same with mine, so I get it.
Yep.
How's the puppy Deo?
All puppies.
You never told me the puppy's name last night, so I couldn't say its name when you left and it was listening. Do, do, do.
I remember when my dog was still alive, and I used to go to the dog park. All the names of the different dogs.
Mm-hmm.
There were some dogs that had really cool names, and then others that just like it was like I think there was about five dogs named Millie.
Mm-hmm.
So you used to hear the ladies calling out Millie, and they'd all sort of stop and respond, and yeah, it
Especially
was
dogs that
funny.
aren't yours coming up to you. That's funny.
Oh yeah, well the dog park you tend to run into.
Luna.
Yeah, Luna. We had a Luna. We
Very
had a
cool.
Luna
Good.
at my dog park. That's cool. It was a black Labrador, the Luna that was. She was a cool dog actually. She used
Nice.
to hang out with mine. She was only young, but she I don't know. She was one of the ones that sort of. My dog had sort of issues with its rear knees,
Mm-hmm.
so it wasn't good for it to get knocked around the legs and that. So she
Mm-hmm.
wasn't one of those dogs. She was quite a clever dog, I guess, because she didn't try to run around with the other dogs,
Mm-hmm.
and skid and get knocked. She didn't play that way. So
Right.
yeah, I think she knew her own limitations basically. But yeah, this puppy named Luna sort of just gravitated to her and didn't try and play rough or anything like
Mm-hmm.
puppies do, like
Yeah.
so. Yeah, no, very fond memories. Luna's a cool name. I like
Very
that.
cool.
Yeah, oh, that's cool. Don't have to paint them. Yeah, that'll work. All right. So yeah, we had the clock change last night. So
Oh
uh,
yeah.
Australia's out of summer mode in a way because they've finally taken daylight savings off us. So it'll be interesting in a few hours, like when it starts getting darker earlier than what I'm used to. That
Oh
always throws my
yeah.
body clock out for a while.
I think yeah, it makes you want to go to bed. You think it's all late and you're like, oh my gosh, it's gonna be so late. And you're like, it's 4:30, what? Or 5:30 or whatever.
Yeah, it's really weird.
It always throws me off too.
But I'm and you wouldn't meet too many Australians that weren't. We love daylight savings. So
Oh, sorry, Ghosty. Welcome, welcome. Sorry
hey,
if you're waiting
Chris.
long. I was in the zone. I'm sorry.
Oh man.
How are you with your fun holes?
um, they're sending me a couple new ones, so I'm not
Yay.
building fun holes for the moment.
Okay.
Trying to catch up on a few of my other sets that I've been messing with.
Oh, cool.
Nice.
At the moment, I'm
I
going to
saw.
work on Blue Bricks,
Hold on,
Star
give me a
Trek
second.
3.
I saw the Star Trek pictures. Like, that's an insane amount, dude.
Yeah,
Wow.
I'm going to build that
Is that
first.
Klingon?
I've got a Jim Hadar ship I'm going to build.
Wow.
That's
That's
awesome. Yeah, how many sets was that? I don't like
Uh,
15,
12.
12? That was close, yeah.
The
It looked
video is
like a lot.
downloading now, but
Yeah,
um,
it was. It did look like a crazy. Oh, excuse me, it did look like a crazy amount for sure.
no. But I didn't even get a quarter of them. They gave me a 30 or so % off coupon, and
Wow.
just kind of went through and plucked a whole bunch of them.
Yeah, that's awesome. It looks like you got a really nice set, so.
Yeah, I really got it just to get that DS9, but
Oh, yeah.
then in the end, there's just they did a ton of different ships.
Yeah. I actually just started rewatching DS9.
Yeah, they had
I was
Voyager
just
on sale for $40 for the whole series, so I went ahead and
oh,
grabbed that again.
nice. I have, I think, season 4 or 3 of Voyager on DVD. I found for like $10.
Mm.
But it just makes me think of my childhood, watching it at night with my brother who was all into it. And I was like, this is stupid. And then I'd sit there and watch it with him.
Of course.
But I didn't give Next Generation a chance till I was like 25. And then I was like, oh, I don't mind him. And then I tried to watch the original. I was like, absolutely not. Nope. I, I didn't get through one episode and I was like, I'm done. I will never watch Kirk.
Too bad.
Horrible. That man is
6 good movies.
redonkulous. He's redonkulous.
I
He
still
is.
say that Kirk on the classic
Aw.
series is not the same Kirk that is in the movies.
No.
No, he's in
I
Star
agree with
Trek
that.
1. They kind of edge on it a little bit, but by the time you get to Star Trek 2, he's basically been mothballed.
Hmm.
He teaches now instead of doing, and he's kind of lost and
Hmm.
really doesn't find himself again until Star Trek 6.
I'll be honest, the only one I remember seeing in the theater was First Contact. The other ones I don't remember seeing.
And happy First Contact Day.
Yes, it is. It's First Contact Day.
What is
Really?
okay. All right.
April 5th.
5th. 2047?
2063, I think it was. Actually.
63?
I saw a post earlier today. But Chris, I saw your Instagram post with those block sets.
Yeah.
So they look nice. Vid nice.
They do look nice. I will. I mean, I'm working on the Klingon one now, and then I got.
Is it a bird of prey or is it a?
No, it's
D7.
It's Star Trek 3.
Hold on.
Okay.
There you go.
And then
It's
Jim Hadar battleship.
there. You go.
Awesome.
See, that's cool. I like the jump.
And for those that don't know, I mean, Star Trek 3 is also Back to the Future. If you think about it.
No.
I mean, the ship that they steal belonged to Christopher Lloyd.
Well, that's true.
And then they use it in part 4 to time travel. So they took Doc's DeLorean.
Wow.
Although it miraculously had a nice interior redesign between the end of part 3 and beginning of part 4.
Well, they've been there for what, 6 months? I said.
Well, the bridge, if I remember my facts correctly, the bridge that they used for the Klingon, Bird of Prey, and Star Trek 3, The Search for Spock, was the same bridge of the Reliant. They just kind of redressed it to try and look like something different.
No, the Reliant Bridge was much bigger. Where does this go? Oh, okay.
So, Kat, you're not a Shatner fan?
I'm not a what fan?
Shatner?
Ew, excuse me, I vomit everywhere.
I don't blame you. I've heard that he's a
What does that mean?
total d-bag in person. We had him here
I
at
don't
our
even
con.
care if he is. Like, it's just his acting. Like, I'm sorry, but I don't like.
What are you talking
You see him
about?
in Star Trek. I am the next captain. Oh, and I talk like this the entire time.
Oh,
Shut
yeah,
up.
you bought the
Shut
mountain.
it. Shut it. Shut it. Shut it. I don't care. Stop talking. You're ruining everything that comes out of your mouth. Like, yeah, you look good when you're young. Don't care, bro. Shut it. He's one of those guys that you're like, stop talking. Just look pretty. Like, type thing. Like, just, like, I'll be honest. The only reason I have ever tolerated and even know about Troubles is because of Deep Space Nine going back in time to the Troubles
You mean
episode.
Tribbles?
Trouble, whatever, right?
Tribbles?
But that's the only reason why I know anything about them, besides like my friends telling me about them or whatever.
But
But like,
that's a
I
fun
can
episode, though.
stand it. Yes, that's what I'm saying. But I tried watching that like, because I was like, okay, I'll give it a chance, right? Heck to the no. Not without Deep Space Nine. Nope. Nope. Hard pass. Hard pass. I could not stand to watch it without the other characters. So I was like, nope. I
So,
tried.
did you say that your favorite Trek was DS9 or?
It's between DS9 and Voyager, because that's what I grew up with. My brother was really into it, and I would always tell him, this is stupid, and then I just watch it with him. And then now, like, when I watch it, I was like, oh yeah, I remember watching this, or I remember this happening when I was little, and, just different things. So.
Who is your favorite on those two shows?
Oh, man. I love Cisco. I love
Cisco's
Quark.
badass.
I like Odo. I mean, I like all of them basically. Like I love O'Brien's really good. I like him. But I mean there's pretty much not anybody I don't like on DS9.
Garrick?
No, I love Garrick. He's awesome. Garrick's great. Let's see. On Voyager, I mean, I really like Janeway and I like Chakotay a lot. And
Okay.
then
I was
Tuvok's pretty
gonna
cool.
I was gonna guess B'Elanna Torres.
She's not my. I don't mind her. Like she's not my favorite, but I mean, she's got some good storylines on there. I love the Doctor though.
I could see you picking her, just because she doesn't take crap from anybody.
Because she's always angry. Yeah.
Did you know they're bringing the Doctor back? Actually,
No.
there's a new Star Trek series that takes place in like the 31st century or something like that. And he is going to be they're calling it Starfleet Academy, and they're actually bringing Robert Picardo back because he's a hologram, so he can be.
Good morning, pal. Yeah, he can.
Timeless.
They're still going to have to explain how he's aged.
That, or unless they
Yeah.
use
Helps.
digital correction.
I don't know. It might be too expensive to do that on every episode.
Or they're just going to say, he wanted, because he's around people, so he wanted to age like they have.
Yeah. To not freak people out,
Or
kind of like
something.
Guinan.
Yeah.
A Guinan species just doesn't age like that.
Yeah. I like how she explained it away in Picard season, though. Was it the season 2? Yeah. She says she aged because humans age so such a way that she didn't want to freak them out. Like, okay,
Yeah.
sure, we'll go with that. I don't think I've ever had a Star Trek I didn't like.
I don't like Strange New Worlds that much, or Discovery.
Haven't tried them.
I didn't
Discovery
like
is
Picard seasons 1 and 2.
Right?
I mean, Discovery is kind of all over the place with some of it. I do enjoy Strange New World, but I get where it doesn't kind of fit canon wise almost.
And I don't like the JJ verse.
Yeah. Now, Chris, you got those sets you got from was it Blue Bricks? You said
Blue Bricks. They're out of Germany.
you mean they're
I
not
think
straight
you'll
out
be
of
getting all
Compton?
these sponsors.
They've got a Stargate license,
Ooh.
and
Ooh, that one. Ooh, do they have the pyramids?
I didn't really look at Stargate that much.
You mean like the motherships? You mean
No, they built the pyramids.
go out
Duh.
with
How else do you think they built the pyramids in Egypt? Is because of Stargate.
they made slaves of humans and used their Goa'uld technology to build such
To
perfect
hover,
structures.
yeah. So yeah.
Isn't the latest thing with the pyramids they've found structures underneath it now?
Yes,
Supposedly.
that's what they're
Yeah.
saying.
So they found a
That it
base.
was actually
Okay,
just buried.
Like a buried ancient civilization underneath the actual pyramids.
ooh, they got a
Yep.
RoboCop.
And that's just the top of them. Yep.
That's cool.
Yeah, that won't last long. As soon as they start digging, they'll be like, oh, well, never mind. But of course, Zoawi will never let them dig in the first place. So
Yeah, no, he stands over everyone, doesn't he? Really?
yep.
I know.
I'm sure he was on the right side when they had that spring fling thing a few years ago.
Yeah, I remember they did. Did you ever see? I remember they did a live excavation.
Uh-huh.
Like it was like I don't know, almost a 2 hour long live from Egypt.
Ooh,
I watched it, and they went down into a tomb, and it turned out to be a bit of a dud. It was
Of course it is.
quite
Every one of those
funny.
has always been a dud.
But he was there, and anything they did find, he was straight on top of everyone. He was.
Yeah.
I was just like, yeah, this guy would be at every single dig,
Oh yeah.
making
He
this
is,
is
sure.
dangerous.
he's not a
Yeah.
good person.
Hey, Deacon. Good evening. How are you?
Okay, Chris, this site is dangerous.
It is. But remember, all the prices are in euros.
You're
Yeah, those RoboCop ones are cool.
yeah. I was looking at some of those. They have the 6000 XUX. Enterprise E doesn't look bad. But the Stargate ones are piquing my interest.
Is it blue bricks but with 2 X's?
Yeah.
Yeah, 2 bricks with 2 X's.
Thank you. I'm curious what you're looking at. So,
Ooh, they got the Phoenix from First Contact.
wow.
Yeah,
Hey,
if I'd have thought that
and good
through,
night,
I'd have
Nick
gotten
Gamer.
that. I would
Good
have
to
it
see
for
you.
today.
Wow, they even build Australian native animals. What's going on there? What's going on there?
What's going on? Oh, geez, they got the alien dropship.
Yeah, Aliens one they just started with too. They got a xenomorph and a dropship. I don't know, so I thought I
Fifth
saw
Element? Well, with the Stargate stuff, the thing that got me interested was I see they get a ZPN.
Yeah.
I need something like that. How much is it though? 7. Open up a tab and find out.
Interesting.
Oh, 87. That's not too bad.
Yeah, they're fairly decent priced for being, a third party company,
Yeah.
having licenses.
I mean, I can only imagine what Lego would charge for that.
They do peanuts as well.
Yeah. I got a whole bunch of those in my cart.
Hey, Bear.
I figured they'd do the Stargate actual gate. That looks cool. But it would be better if they had like their own mini figures or something to go with it. But they do have mini figures. Oh, they look like the
Brickheads.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've got brickheads for Trek and Peanuts and Alien.
Oh, I hate you, Spectrum. I need to remove that antivirus. I have the Spectrum security, the free security antivirus. It blocks regular sites like half the time.
Well, and it doesn't help that it's a European site, so it can't read German, and it's like, what?
Wow, they do have a lot, don't they? Oh wow, they even do the
Battlestar Galactica.
War of the Worlds destroyer kind of thing.
Yeah, I mean, I have limited myself to just getting some Trek stuff for now because I don't want to. If I look too deep into that site.
Yeah, the RoboCop stuff looks awesome.
Yeah, I may hint that I really like the RoboCop stuff next time I talk to those guys.
Yeah.
If they want to send you some doubles, just saying.
Oh wow, they've even done their own version of some Star Wars stuff.
Yep, I saw that.
Oh, they've done the police car from
Blade Runner?
the Blade Runner vehicle.
There's
and the taxi and the police
from
car
Fifth
from
Element.
Fifth Element, yeah.
See, they got, I think, both versions of Battlestar Galactica.
Yeah, they do, don't they? Wow.
Bike from Akira. They got the Eagle 5 from Spaceballs.
Wow, they've got some landing platform sets and stuff too. Pretty crazy. Those Star Trek sets look really good. Wow. I wonder if Palps is still watching. Oh, wow. I like the Viper from Battlestar Galactica.
Yes, Smirky Bear. We did say Stargate.
Yeah, they got Stargate sets on here smoking. Wow.
They got the Asgard ship. Wraith cruisers.
Wow, they've even got an alien like jumping out of the blood thing like a diorama. This is crazy. These guys also did the what's the name? The camper, the spaceship.
Yeah, Eagle 5 from Spaceballs.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, thank you. I'm just in dazed and confused day for some reason.
What do you
Well,
mean,
you can do.
what do you mean today? I mean, isn't that always? I'm just saying.
Well, okay. Let me rephrase it then. I'm in a more than my normal dazed and confused. Wow, they did a little
That Stargate does look nice.
diorama of Tatooine too, with the Falcon and the
Well, the
slave
sand
one.
gets everywhere, let's be honest.
Famous car set. Okay, I've got to try and work out what these cars are. I mean, one of them stands out, obvious, is the DeLorean. I guess that's meant to be James Bond's Aqua Lotus, but I can't work out what the black one is. Could be Mad Max, I guess.
Where's that? Under cars, under vehicles?
I'm in their sci-fi page, so it's got all the sci-fis mixed together. I didn't go to just one theme.
Okay.
I just started. That's how I've noticed all the different properties.
Okay, you get the OCP Cruiser. I'm scrolling down.
Oh wow, they've actually got. They call it the I can't even say the word. Apocalyptic.
Apocalyptic.
Yeah, war truck, but it looks like it's the one from Mad Max.
Bear has a message for you, Michael. I highlighted it.
Well, if I had a Stargate, maybe. Oh yeah, the Stargate set does have minifigs. There is a set that there's a gate room set. That's awesome. It's like a little.
one.
That looks really cool.
Defiant, Tricorder.
I've got to understand the. Here we go. I bet you the Australian dollar's not good against the euro. But I'll be interested to see.
Ooh. I guess I'm going to have to save some money for this one. They have a TARDIS.
Yeah.
Wow. Some of those sets are just huge money in Australia.
I got a question for Chris, for Ghost.
Huh.
Have you seen the little teaser that they showed yesterday, the little teaser trailer for Tron?
Yeah.
What are your thoughts?
Meh.
Thank you.
Unless they explain how programs can come out and be real.
Thank you. Because like all I heard yesterday from people were like, "Oh, this looks fantastic. This looks amazing." I looked at it like, okay,
great.
It
But
looks
I don't like
visually
Jared
amazing.
Leto to start with. So
Yeah, it looks visually pleasing. However, where's the story? Where's the plot? We need to know how is this happening. You know, what is the mission, and why do you hear Jeff Bridges' voice?
because Jeff Bridges is in it.
Well, last I thought he, you know, once he reunited with his, you know, his other self, that would destroy both of them.
Well, I'm pretty sure what you basically get is a flashback or something like that where he's on a, you know, a memory lock or something, and they open it up and it's him and he's talking. He says, you know,
Like,
don't come back to the Jedi Temple. That kind of stuff.
I'm just fearing that this
The
is
new
going to be
Tron,
kind
it's
of like
called Tron Ares, right, or
Yeah.
something.
Ares. Yep, Ares.
I saw part of the trailer today.
I mean,
I
it
saw
does
the
look
trailer
cool.
for the new Naked Gun. It's
What
really
did you think
weird
of that?
though. I don't
Because he's
know.
Frank Drebin Jr.
It was a lot to take in.
Who's
I don't
Frank
know how I feel
Drebin
about it.
Jr.?
Don't nobody tell him. Take a wild guess who you think it is. He's not young. He's in a lot of action
Is he a
movies.
comedic? Is he comedic?
Yes and no.
He can be. He can be. But okay,
He-
so he's in action
Is it-
movies. He's in Star Wars. He can be pretty funny.
It's not Harrison Ford, surely not.
No.
No, and don't call him Shirley.
Think of prequels.
I watched Naked Gun followed by Flying High about a week
can I
ago.
give him a clue? Can I give him a hint?
I've got
Not an
no
obvious
idea.
one. Oh, I said think of
Okay.
prequels. Who was in the prequels?
Michael.
That's older.
That's older.
Let's just say
So he
has
does action
he has a
movies.
specific
He
Oh,
set of
is
does.
it Liam
skills.
Neeson?
Yes.
Liam Neeson.
Yes,
Yeah,
it is.
wow.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can handle
Hey,
him
Zombie,
as a
how are
comic.
you?
We'll
Hey,
see.
Well, I've seen him. He's pretty funny when he needs to be,
Oh
but
yeah, when
like
he
I
was in
just don't
Ted
know
2.
how I feel about what I've seen him
Well, I
do
mean,
in the
when you
trailer.
think about it, yeah, Leslie was a funny man, but the
He was a
humor
serious
that
actor when he first started.
but see, that kind of jokes sort of is from a serious person, because that's the person that's meant to be just naive to the rest of the world basically, and just says the first thing that pops into his head, like.
And that was the thing. Leslie Nielsen had that deadpan delivery.
Yeah. So maybe it's not a far reach for Liam to.
I like
do
the
something
other clip
similar.
that they put out where basically you find out they're all juniors.
Yeah.
His partner is George Kennedy's junior. And then you go down the hall and it's like a memory of people and it's got a picture of OJ. And the black guy's like, no.
Yeah.
Wow.
Where that goes.
Believe it or not, they were showing clips on a morning show, and they left out the OJ part. And what's his name?
I wouldn't be surprised.
What's the Chris? I'm blanking on this on the weatherman's name. Al Roker. Al Roker was like, "Oh wait, they cut off that one part," and someone was like, "Oh, what part?" They're like, "No, we the producers are like, no, you can't talk about it." So that's kind of I mean,
OJ.
Yeah.
Why can't you talk about OJ? He's dead.
Yep.
Well, you're allowed to talk about OJ on my channel, so go
And
right
he
ahead.
did it. I mean, come on, he took a stab at a lot of things.
I actually think his kid did it and he covered up for him. I saw a documentary. No, listen. So for years I was like, yeah, OJ did it, but I watched this documentary and there are certain things that just didn't really add up. And when you watch that documentary, I fully believe it was his kid and he covered up, and that's why he took off on the truck so his kid could get away and clean up stuff to ruin some of the DNA and stuff. But yeah, I think his kid actually killed Nicole because this kid could not stand Nicole. I forget which documentary it was, but it was really good.
Who they have a plane stripped down Ecto.
What?
Well, there's an ambulance, a 1959 white ambulance with red trim. I'm like, that's obviously the Ecto one, but without any of the Ghostbuster stuff on it. It looks pretty decent.
Wow, you can build a Christmas village.
And then have Godzilla stomp it.
I don't know what this is, but I'll have to look it up. Oh, that looks sick. They've got this sick Viking ship.
Does it
Oh,
need a doctor?
no, well, it says Otter. Otter.
The glove
Dinosaurs.
don't fit. You must have clean. Yeah.
They must have done their own. Oh, wow. Got their own medieval, like, night range as well. Damn, they got a sick ship on there, too.
I always wondered how much money Johnny Cochran made off that whole thing.
A lot.
Yeah, you would figure, wouldn't you?
The only thing I blame OJ for is
Oh,
Kardashians.
you can't tell me Chloe's not his kid.
Yeah, you know, if he hadn't killed him, or if his kid hadn't killed them, we wouldn't even know who they fucking are. Sorry,
Hey!
sorry. I just hate
I was waiting. Which one of us is going to cross the line first? I would have
Mr.
not put
Kerr.
money on Chris.
That's helpless. They make me so angry.
Does Chris have his own room in the doghouse now?
Oh, he's been in the doghouse, bro.
Oh. I thought Chris was the good one.
I am. They don't know I'm actually there undercover.
Yeah, spy.
Don't tell him, Chris.
Lies, deception.
Chris is here to narc on Mike
What
and
is that
everybody
from
else.
again? Oh, yeah,
Where's Palps
Galaxy
when I
Quest,
need
right?
him? I need Palps to flash his figure and do his speech. Lies, deception.
Isn't that from Galaxy Quest?
Lies, deception.
Yeah.
No, it's Rogue One.
I thought they said that in Galaxy Quest as well.
They might have.
Might have, yeah, he might have said that.
Because I'm pretty sure they were talking about Saris. I love that movie.
Well, you probably know because you did a deep dive recently into it. So
Well, yeah, but I also love
that's
that
probably
movie,
why it
so
sounds familiar to you. So you're probably
yeah.
right.
Because I haven't watched Rogue One in a bit, but
When did your thing get moved to? Well,
Well,
both of them, really.
Thursday. So it'll be this Thursday instead.
I want to watch that now, Galaxy Quest.
Never give up, never surrender.
Which was based off of which was a parody of Star Trek.
Yeah. Let's see.
But Tim Allen was a way better Captain Kirk.
That's the second week in a row, Chris. Chris is in the doghouse. He's been there. Remember, we are all innocent puppies in the doghouse. That is an absolute and utter lie there. So, shush it. Albert. Hello, my friend. How are you?
Hello, Albert.
We're good boys in the doghouse. No, you're not. That's why you're in the doghouse. Okay? That's the whole reason why. Because you're not good. It's the opposite of good. The opposite.
Without evil, there can be no good. So it must be good to be evil sometimes.
Remember, there must be balance. You need both good and evil.
That's right.
Sith and Jedi.
Mm-hmm.
Both a good Godzilla and a bad one with Matthew Broderick.
That's not Godzilla. His name is Zilla. We don't talk about him. Just like we don't talk about Bruno, we don't talk about Zilla. Unless it's about how he comes back to be ripped in half again.
No.
But it's a delight to talk about him. Who is already in the doghouse? Well, technically Chris, but technically, all of them are. But
I haven't been
Chris is
out
the
of the
first one to get
doghouse
yelled.
for over a year.
Chris is the first one to get yelled at. We deserve pets, treats, and maids to dance. Listen, I don't handle that part, but I give you treats, I give you pets, so don't act like you don't.
Well,
You don't get any of that. Oof. I'm giving you tickets to a hockey game, Bear, so I think, you should be a little grateful there. Wow.
right.
Oh, and by the way,
G.
Yeah.
Michael will appreciate this.
What's that,
The
my
Buffalo
friend?
Bandits beat the Colorado Mammoth 15-10.
Boo.
I
How
actually,
dare Colorado lose?
watched it. So
Boo.
there you go. Yeah.
Colorado's not supposed to lose. It's rigged. Rigged.
I played on an indoor team that actually had the Bandits uniform,
Oh,
so I've
jeez.
always had a soft spot for the Bandits. But I do like the Colorado Mammoth. It's definitely I've got a soft spot for them too. They would be the two teams that I would follow.
No, he. Kilo, stop. No, we have not talked about that this entire stream. I just had to bring it up.
I'm completely innocent. I have no idea what
What's
Kilo
going
is
on now?
referring to.
Oh boy.
Yeah, we moved on from this from last night.
Monty, come here. Come here, Monty. Monty. Come here. Monty. Come here. My poor cats. My wife is out of town for a few days visiting her sister.
Okay.
And our eldest cat, Monty, which is like her baby boy, he's howling out because he's used to sleeping like right above his mother's head.
Yeah.
So the cats are howling like
you want to
like
place your order? Oh my gosh.
So then are you guys doing the puzzle stream on next Friday?
I don't know. Rum hasn't talked to me. He hasn't sent me any messages, so I don't know what he's doing. I don't know if he's still just out of it from everything, but I'm gonna.
I'm
try to
sure you'll
message
get a
him
message.
I'm pretty
tomorrow.
sure he was on this morning.
Well, yeah, he had that, but when I woke up, because, like I said, my mom woke me up. I got the package. Like, I jumped on and said hi, and then, like, literally 2 minutes later, Mom's like, "All right, bye, guys." So I was like, "Oh, okay." So,
That happens
Yeah,
a lot.
I think he was still pretty worn out because he
yeah.
didn't do like hardly any building on Top Gun, and he decided to end early. So yeah,
But I'll hit him up tomorrow and find out. As soon as I know, I'll post about it. Oh,
She'll
okay.
hit him upside the head.
Albert says he saw the Minecraft movie today with his son, who was 7. He loved it. It had some LOL moments for sure. Anyone's seen it? I haven't, but Rocky wants to see it.
I have heard a lot of good things about it.
A lot of people are
Yeah.
saying it's
I
good.
mean, it's Jack Black and Jason
And
Momoa.
Jason
Like, you
Momoa.
can't
Well, I hate Jack Black because I don't find him funny.
really. I love Jack Black.
No. The last straw was Star Wars.
Oh,
Yeah, but I mean, if you ignore that part, like,
yeah, that was a
but
bit weird, wasn't it?
everything else.
Was
I
it
love.
him and Lizzo? I think it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, Lizzo was
Actually,
a weird choice.
I'd erased that from my memory until now. Jeez.
Good job, Chris. Good
Now
job.
it's all come back to me. Oh.
Yeah.
Chris's job is done now.
I still love Jack Black. Like, I think he's awesome.
I forgot that.
I really
happened.
did like him in the Jumanji movie. That was
Yeah.
I liked that movie. But
Yeah, he's
most
great.
stuff I don't find him funny.
Do you not like the Panda movies?
I've only
Kung Fu
watched
Panda?
like one of them.
Oh.
Okay.
How many of them are there now?
Now, Kat, what's the earliest movie
I think there's at
you
least
remember
4,
Jack
isn't there?
Black
Kung
in?
Fu Panda movies.
Okay.
Is there 4 Panda movies, Kat?
There are, yes.
Yeah.
I don't like the second one. We don't have the second one, but it's at least one I don't like that one as much. I really like the third one though, but I haven't seen the fourth one because I don't want to see the fourth one because there's some stuff in there that makes me feel weird. So I don't find it very appropriate for Rocky and I to watch, so we won't watch the fourth one. But and then the first one of course is a classic. He says some funny stuff in there. But I know there's an earlier one, but I can't think of it. But the second earliest one I remember him in is When Mars Attacks.
No,
but I know there was one earlier than that, but I just can't think of it.
I mean, I know he did video game commercials as a kid, but come here, whiny boy. He was a bully in Neverending Story. I think it was 3.
I don't remember that one.
It wasn't very well known, but you have a shaved head high school bully, Jack Black.
So it kind of sounds like how he was in Mars Attacks.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Mars Attacks.
Yeah. Killed on TV. One of the fam.
In the family, yeah.
Yep.
Look, Monty, you're on camera.
Come
on, old man. Old man. You just don't want to be on camera. He wants attention. One of our black cats.
Let's see. Michael's having terrible flashbacks. He is there.
Yeah.
Dave, I hopefully have a P1P coming tomorrow.
Awesome. I do prefer my the P1. I haven't converted it.
Movie. It's definitely a Jack Black movie, and it's definitely a movie for fans that have played a lot of Minecraft. right? Minecraft's a lot of fun. Like, I play on
Never played
Rafi's
it.
account because I don't have mine, but I need to buy it because my sister, my dad, and Rafi, and technically I just play on his account. We all play it, but I need to buy it.
Do you
for
have
my
like a
sister.
virtual family game night?
No, my
Like
sister
everyone
owns a
just logs
server.
in?
No, just my sister has a server, so we just play on the server together.
Okay. Cool. Cool.
It's a lot of fun, dude. So jail. Doc Brown Count Dooku was right. Yeah.
And then just to make it worse, they brought poor Christopher Lloyd in that episode.
That whole episode was just bad.
Sure
I
was
thought that was
different.
really good, Jill. Oh. Oh gosh, that hurts. Oh, that's fine. Need S again? Yes. Where's L? Oh, okay. This one is.
Lizzo used to work at the King Supers by my house.
Who
Wow.
looks like King Supers by your house?
Yeah, she was nice.
No, who is?
Lizzo.
What?
Yeah.
She works at King Supers now?
No, back before she became popular.
Oh, I was like, why? That's what I was like, why is she still working? What? Oh.
She's
Well, you know,
dedicated.
hard times and all.
I knew she was from here, but I didn't know she worked at King Supers. Is that where she drops her album at? Signs autographs at King Supers. Little meet and greet.
Oh.
Okay.
What?
Oh.
And now we have the other cat.
Come on. What?
Dave just keeps producing cats.
Oh.
Yep. I got the murder cat river here. Can I help you? She just likes being held. Right?
One of our cats the other day, he was like walking around, just kind of hanging out, and then I literally watched. So I was waiting for my coffee to be made. Like I watched him sit there in the kitchen. He literally looked around to see if anybody was noticing him, and I was kind of hidden, so he didn't see me. And then all of a sudden, he stands up on his hind legs, and we have this white cabinet in the kitchen, and the doors are broke, so we have this wood block to, going through the handle so it shuts. And he's reaching up and he's tapping the wood handle out so he could get into there to get the treats.
Yeah, we keep their treats in a high cupboard that they can't get into. So
Yeah. Smart cat.
yeah, smirking. For some reason the cats I can just hold them like little babies with one arm and yeah.
That's how my cat growing up was. My cat would murder me if I tried to hold him like Dave is holding it. Yeah, my cat's growing up like Honey, because I bottle fed her. She would cuddle in my arms, or if I purposely put her on my shoulder, she would just stay up there, like or around my neck, whatever. But she loved being held.
Are you having fun with the microphone? This one's not afraid of anything, and we call her Murder Cat because she likes to bite and claw and scratch. Right?
Nice. Yeah. Bandit, my calico Siamese Leia's sister, she likes to jump on my bed or the couch and cuddle, and then she purposely rolls over so you will scratch her belly, but then she picks up her legs and brings them really close, her bottom feet, and then she looks at you and she's waiting for you to scratch her so she can death kick you. She's a little punk. But do, 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 do. All right.
There it is.
This is done-ish. Toy. Miss it again. Slight word of soul. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it.
Mike, Michael, what kit are you working on?
From 000 Gundam. It's
Hold on, let me make a big screen.
Zero Gundam.
Here we go.
And it's got this massive
Crap. There's
wing effect. But it's just it's a pretty just plain white and grey suit basically. So I guess this is meant to be like the prototype, and then there's another one that comes soon after this. It's all colorized, so I don't really know a lot about 000 Gundam, but they've all the suits have this same sort of propulsion on the back of them. So
okay, yeah, I've seen that before.
Yeah.
Oh, that could have been.
Yeah, this is my fourth kit for the week, Dave.
Jeez.
Sometimes you just get in the zone. My goal is to have this finished by tonight. So, you know, it's not even 3 p.m. in the afternoon here, so there's a good chance I'll get it done. I thought you were doing your ad for the phone service.
I did not talk about a 1-900 number, and I did not talk about pre-orders. So no. Besides, if you're gonna do that, you have to actually speak up, but just softly. There's a difference.
Yeah, I know. I did it yesterday. Remember?
No, you did not.
Yeah, I did.
No.
I was like,
Not very well.
oh, it wasn't the greatest imitation, though.
There it is.
No, I'm busy trying to get rid of nub marks. That's all.
Slowly.
That's what I forget doing.
Hmm.
I mean, Michael, you'll appreciate this.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find a decent Gundam kit for me to 3D print.
Oh, like an actual suit.
Well, it would actually be like what you have right there with runners. You 3D print
Oh,
them.
okay, but okay.
Because I talked to Colbane a couple times about it. I know there are some suits out there, and I'm kind of tempted
There's
to do like a
companies
stream.
There's companies that actually make garage resin suits for you to assemble.
Well, this would be like me downloading a file and actually printing it off my
Yeah,
printer.
well, see, I don't know whether some of those companies might have the files for you. That's why I'm mentioning it.
Well, I'm sure they would charge you for
Yeah,
nice
but I
little
mean, you
penny.
might find a really cool model there that because they've got a lot of they're very highly detailed. There's I get on my feed on my shorts for some reason this
on your
Japanese.
shorts. Hey, it's a family show.
You know how you get your feeds from YouTube. On my short feed, I always get this Japanese YouTuber, and she does the resin kits. So I've clicked onto a few of her videos, so that's why I probably keep getting it back. And she unboxed a whole heap of really
$50? I
cool.
don't think so.
Like she did the detail on like the Sazabi. You should have seen it. It was just amazing. It was just But anyway, yeah, no, there might be some companies in Japan that will sell you the file because there's designers out there. It's definitely a thing that I've seen for sure. A matter of fact, some of the Gundam stores in Japan actually have like a garage sort of resin kit section. So yeah.
Let's see here. Well, mine is just a STL, just like a PLA plastic.
Yeah, I'm sure
my
that
printer's not set to be resin.
No, but I mean, what I'm saying is that I'm sure that there's people that have done files for your type of printers as well. You know what I mean?
Know what I mean, Vern?
Know what I mean, man.
Let's see what we got here. Is this a grandpa kit?
Yeah, I've seen some very highly detailed grandpa kits.
No, it's just a head, but it's for a full size human mask.
Oh yeah. I've seen people print them out, wear them to like Gundam conventions and stuff.
Yeah. I've seen files for like the beam sabers.
Yeah. Yeah, that's cool. I'm tipping that there'd be a lot of files out there of a lot of properties that, fan created, but some of it would be really good, I reckon. There'd be.
I just think it'd be kind of fun to do like one to print out the runners myself and just
Yeah, for sure.
that way I can customize the parts too, like as far as the color.
Yeah,
and
well,
have
that's
it
it.
so
I
that
mean,
they're
if you
like
stuff up, you can
pre-painted.
reprint it. Yeah, 100%.
Bear says, guesses your collection of Gundam is really growing, Michael.
Yeah. I think I made the statement already this weekend that I'm going to run out of space before I can run out of Gundams to build. So that's okay.
I guess you'll have to accidentally break a few to free up some space. Then there you go. Or can you hang some from the ceiling?
Or get rid of some of the stuff that I've been looking at for years and just sort of, turn it around over. Not necessarily sell everything, but just, you know what I mean? Like, I mean, there are some things I've been looking at for literally years now. Like, I will see where the journey takes me. I know I've got some big sets, really big kits to build, and I've got to work out where I'm going to end up putting all of those. That's going to be interesting. I'll start randomly placing them inside in Mum's house. Just,
Yeah, I'm sure she won't notice
Furniture.
that.
like hide them amongst ornaments she's got on the shelf, and maybe she won't notice for a while.
Opens up a box marked Christmas ornaments. It's Gundam kits.
That tree topper looks really weird.
Obviously the downside with trying to store Gundam kits is that they are plastic model kits, and they tend to, parts
Dust
break
and
off
dirt.
or parts snap, and they don't store as well as action figures, that's for sure. So,
Nope.
Put them in a Ziploc bag. And if any
a lot of
pieces come
people
off,
do
then
that, and then but still, it's Oh, we'll see. We'll see. I'm just going to try and buy the kits that I really, really want to, but nothing new's come out for ages here in Australia. So I've been buying cheap kits that are just, sale wise. So that's why I've had so many kits to build lately, because I've come across a few bargains. But like this kit I'm building now only cost me $16, which is pretty good, because most of the Gundam kits here started about, in the $20 range. So yeah. Cool. Let's see.
Well, I'm gonna get going, guys. I'm gonna say catch you later. Have a
Cheers,
great
Ian.
Okay.
rest of your weekend.
Yeah.
Cat, don't let Michael boss you around.
Oh,
I don't.
I'm too much in zombie mode to give her too much hassle today.
Well,
I
there's
got
already a
away with
zombie in the
I
chat.
got away with some stuff yesterday. It was funny. But,
Perhaps I'll have to catch the replay,
oh yeah.
unless Cat's already deleted it.
No.
I didn't touch it.
No. I got her to laugh at a joke that I didn't think she'd laugh at. So there you go.
It's because of how
Oh,
you said it.
the
Yeah,
delivery.
okay. It was the delivery.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, she just cracked up. So
Catch you guys later. Have a great night.
see you
Bye.
guys. And oh yeah.
Hmm.
But
Let's see. Oh, Pop says, Michael, what Gundam kit would you recommend for my next?
oh well, I would say you should try because if the ones that have been the best to build for me is the one that you've already built, which is cool. The other kit from that movie from the Netflix series is meant to be a good build, but I haven't actually done that one myself. From there's a one called the Ariel, which is from Witches from Mercury. The Ariel, that's an awesome build. There's another suit from that called the Caliban. That's awesome build. Um, what else is really cool? The High New. I really enjoyed doing this one. This is one of the ones that I can reach. That's I've been talking about. But this one was called the High New Gundam. This was a cool kit to build. It's got engines, and I did a bit of painting, like the copper on the engines there, and fuel tanks. But that was a cool build. So that's the High New Gundam. If you want to build the original Gundam, the Grandpa, the RX-78, I would recommend you try and get your hands on the high grade Origin version of the RX-78 because that comes with decals and it's apparently their best mold they've ever done. So yeah,
Nice.
there you go.
Very cool. And.
I mean, some of the other cool sets, I just thought of two of the like enemy sets that are really cool to build. The Goof Custom, which is really cool, and actually there was a version of them in that Netflix series, but it's these guys with the like a machine cannon on their arm.
Mm-hmm.
That's a fun build. It's one of the older kits, high grades.
Nice.
If you want to build one of the larger high grade kits, the Sazaby's really good.
Zazubies. Sounds weird.
Sazaby. Yeah.
Peter says, Michael, what sheep are you going to shop next?
Yeah,
Hi all. Hello.
well, when I'm sick of my merino, do you think I should change over to a different? I don't know. Maybe I'll go a Suffolk or something. The Suffolk sheep. Maybe I might try one of those, Pete. Jeez. Uh,
Oops.
Palp says, I'd get a perfect grade, but I've still got the Millennium Falcon to build.
the perfect grade, yeah. I mean, yes, you do have a different perfect grade to build. But which would be the apparently the best ever Millennium Falcon kit ever made by anyone. And Muzza and Pelps just keep teasing it that they're going to build them one day.
Yeah.
And trust me when I say that they're not cheap kits either. They're one of the most
Oh, I
expensive
bet.
model kits you can get. So,
I bet.
but I would figure that it's one of those model kits you also need a lot of room and a lot of time to work on. So, because
Yeah,
I'm tipping there's going to be a lot of like really small, highly detailed pieces in that kit. So.
probably.
But yeah, look, I've thought about doing if you want to do a perfect grade, the best perfect grade that everyone's talking about at the moment is the original, the RX-78, but it's the 2.0 version.
Yeah.
There's already an earlier version out there, but you need to get the one that's sort of the 2.0 version, and that's got a lot more detail, and it comes with decals and stuff as well, like all the perfect grades. So, and it's actually the same scale as high grade kits as well. So,
Nice.
I mean, I've been figuring about doing a master grade. So,
No repeat.
What has just come onto my screen?
Yeah.
The Penguins of Madagascar. There you go.
Oh, that's a good one. I like those guys. They're crazy, but
I
I
don't
love
think
them.
I've ever seen the Penguins of Madagascar.
Oh, it's good. They escape. It's about their origin story. I like them.
Interesting.
Funny.
We've got a couple of kids' movie channels. The other one's got the Pirates on it. What is
Pirates
it?
who don't do anything.
Hang on. What's it called? Band of Misfits.
Yeah.
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 They must have heard Chris's question, because I've got after later on this afternoon they've got Kung Fu Panda 2 and 3 on. They're always listening. It's come up on my TV stream. Watch out.
Well, it's like after the second time Chris mentioned Fun Hole, I like got on Facebook for a minute because I was catching up on messages, and all of a sudden all these advertisements for Fun Hole came up. I was like, I haven't even Googled it. Yeah,
Oh wow, I haven't
always
seen that
listening.
for years. On the classic channel, they've got the old 80s film, The Burbs, on. I haven't
That's
seen
true.
that. Yeah. There was some funny characters in that one, if I remember right. It's Tom Hanks, wasn't it?
Tom Hanks, Carrie Fisher.
Carrie Fisher was his wife. Yeah. That's it. Oh, maybe I'll watch that later on today.
I think Corey Feldman's in that one.
I think you're right. It was like their next door neighbor, like teenager or something, wasn't he?
WWB.
Probably won't give me the full cast. Let me. And for some reason, every Sunday they've been showing a different Godzilla movie. So they got the
Yeah.
king. They got King of Monsters on later on.
Godzilla.
The old Burbs. Wasn't there another one that had? Was it one of the Belushis in it? That was like a suburbia.
One called
Uh,
Neighbors, something like
yeah, was
that.
that Belushi?
Yeah, Belushi and
But it wasn't. It was the brother, wasn't it? It wasn't John. It was.
no, it
Ken?
was Belushi.
Yeah. Yeah. There you go.
Right.
I remember that one too. But the Neighbours. That's what it was called. All right. Yeah. I think I used to mix those two films up. I don't know how, but guess it's similar kind of theme.
No, don't Google it. I know.
Oh, someone's having a bad day. I just heard a police car siren and then it stopped like a few seconds later. So it's obviously a traffic pullover. Mm.
Oops.
Actually, I don't know why, Kat, but you may remember when I went to
Do you remember?
the aquarium recently and I spoke to you from there and I showed you the penguins.
Yeah.
Remember there was this huge one that had all its baby feathers
Yep.
still? He looked really ugly.
Yep.
Guess what? His baby feathers are finally gone and he looks like the rest of the pack now.
Oh.
So he's finally, yeah, and
He's
the girl,
grown up.
there used to be one female that used to hang out with him, but some of the other penguins used to reject him because he was
Yeah.
literally
Ugly.
too big to still have his baby feathers. And he
Yeah.
was sort of half and half.
Yeah.
And he looked really really uh, weird kind of.
Yeah.
But anyway, there was one female that used to just hang out that they were born at the same time together. So yeah, now apparently they're like a couple.
Oh.
There you go. So there's something good to come out of that.
Peter says they're arresting your sheep in your shed next door, Michael.
Yeah, no sheep around here, mate. I couldn't tell you how far away the nearest sheep would be to here, but it wouldn't be close. Actually, no, I've just realised there's actually a city zoo on the other side of Melbourne, so I guess that'll be the closest place because
I'm
I
pretty
know they
sure.
have sheep there.
I'm pretty sure. The neighbors diagonal from me, behind me, had one, and they killed it and ate it because it used to make a bunch of noise, and you're like, "That's the sheep," and it sounded like it was lonely and young, and
My
then
Greek
you
my
stopped
Greek
hearing
neighbours
it.
used to do that every year for Easter.
Yeah. Well, no, this was like months ago.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying that when growing
Oh, yeah.
up, we had this Greek family next door. They
But
would
they're
get
not supposed
like
to have
a
them
baby
in
sheep,
here.
they'd feed it and fatten it up, and
No.
then my brother and I'd be over there playing with the boys that they had. They were the same ages as us, and you go in the backyard, and their old man had grabbed this big long knife and just slash its throat on the lawn, and there'd be
Jeez.
blood gushing everywhere,
Ew.
and all us kids would just be
Gross.
standing there with our mouths open, going, "You know what I mean?" Because we used to feed it and stuff, and then all of a sudden it's like,
It was your pet.
oh well, it certainly taught you a lesson about life, that's for sure.
Don't name your food.
Yeah, basically. Don't. Yeah.
Don't play with your food. Yeah, yeah.
The other thing they used to do is they had the backyard was covered in grapevines, and they
Oh,
used to make their own wine. And they used to do the old barefoot in the wooden,
yeah,
barrel thing. It was classic. So because us kids always used to get a go of doing the grapes, they'd
yeah.
chuck us in there because it was a novelty for us. So yeah, squashing grapes between your toes, weird feeling.
Yeah. Do that.
See, we were outside playing and stuff like that was happening.
Mhm.
Who said? How can the kids say we had a boring childhood?
Right.
Got to see animals getting killed live in front of our faces.
We had the only thing I saw live die was my horse died in front of me. My dog
Oh,
died
that's
when I was home alone in the fifth grade. She was sick all week, and then come home and I call my mom and say her tongue's hanging out, but it's like really dark. She's like, give her some water, and then literally 5 minutes later, she waited for somebody to come home, and she just put her head in my hand and stopped breathing. But when you're a little kid, like 10 or 11, you're screaming your head off because your dog
of
just died in
course.
front of you.
Of course.
And then a neighbor's dog, a friend of the family's, ran over the dog by accident because the dog they didn't see
Oh.
it. And he wasn't getting any better. And so I had to help the owner dig a hole, and then he shot the dog in front of me, and I wasn't prepared. I was just like, I didn't know what was going because I was super young, and I just kind of looked at the wrong time. I was like, "Ah!" Yeah, it was not fun. Not fun.
Wow.
All right, maybe I'll do it upside down. That can't go wrong, can it? Doing it upside down.
Well, probably not, since it's all numbered and colorized.
Yes. Where do we want to begin? I guess
Oh,
do
Chris, how's
not that
this?
long.
I was talking to Kat, and I was like mentioned a character from like a kids movie from back in the day, and she's like, I've never seen that film. Tom Thumb from the
Which version?
50s. From the 50s, the one where what's his name? He was very acrobatic. He was the lead. And the guy from Mr. Ed is in it
No.
as the Wilbur guy. So I think it's like the original film, yeah.
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 Yeah, but I mean that's not. That's
Because I said to her, I'm like, I couldn't stop yawning. And
yeah.
I was like, oh, I am the yawning man, And she didn't get the reference. And I was like, you never seen Tom Thumb? What?
I wouldn't be surprised if that hasn't been on American television in 40 or 50 years.
I think it's been a few decades since I've seen it on our TV too, but I just remember it. That's all. Just, yeah. I don't think it was a Disney film, was it? I don't think
No,
so.
no.
No.
Unless it's Tom Thumb and Thumbelina. I don't know what you're talking about.
Because that was probably one of the films I grew up with, like in the era that I was born,
Yeah,
as a kid. As a kid.
I wouldn't be
I mean,
surprised if it had fallen out of copyright, so it could just be played anywhere.
yeah, right. See, I mentioned the yawning man.
I did. Zombie, it got delivered this morning. Or it got delivered last night, but it was outside the gate. I don't know. But yes, I'm so happy I got it. Made a huge difference.
Yeah, now she's getting the right colours in the right spot, Zombie.
Shut it.
Probably won't come till Monday now, but you should be on the lookout for another box.
What?
What?
Ghosty, stop. Too much. You do too much for me. I appreciate you, but thank you for always thinking of me and Ralphie, though. G. Okay. The G's.
Oops.
Okay. I think that's going to be pretty much it for the saber colors. Yeah. There's zombie. Look. So it's as big as this actually. It's A3. So it's an A3 size. My other one was like maybe this big. Like it's got 3 settings. But and this size would normally in the US would just cost me like $50 at least, maybe 30. And I got it for 19 with shipping and tax. So, yep. And then I found these. This is cheaper than the Godzilla bag clips, but they're movie posters, Star Wars movie poster bag clips.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So I just grabbed 3 of them.
So you
There's only 2 that I don't want, and I'm afraid I got them.
you got Last Jedi, Force Awakens,
I don't mind Force
and
Awakens. I don't want Last Jedi, and I don't want
Rise of Skywalker.
Rise of
what?
Skywalker.
Yeah,
What happened to my StreamYard? That was weird. But there you go. Thanks, Andy. Yeah, it's
it'd be funny
coming.
if you like randomly picked up like the 3 original films.
Right? Well, because what I did is like I had to check because they didn't have any prices on them, and you have to walk around to find the price scanner. So I grabbed one, and then I walked, and then I was like, well, I don't want to go. I was like, I gotta check another area. So then I found a smaller area that had just a few. So I just grabbed those up. So we'll see if that was a mistake or not.
Yeah, I'd hate to say it, but
Right? Aren't they cute? Oh,
doubling up, there's probably more chances now. If you get them from the same box, there's probably less chances, been my
yeah.
experience.
This one has something popping out right here. It's like puffed up right here. So,
The Death Star.
there's no Death Star on here.
I don't know.
But
I can't remember all the movie posters, and to be honest, there's so
I
many
really
different
want
versions as well. So.
right. I really want the Empire one because that's my actual favorite movie poster with him kissing Leia, and then he's on the tauntaun. So
Yep.
I'm really hoping for that one. But of course, I love the prequels too, so I want those. But I mean, they're adorable anyway. So, but I'm not gonna open those. Look for a short tomorrow. I'm gonna film opening them tomorrow and post that. So, Choo-choo. Like I said, they were cheaper than the Godzilla ones I've been working on, so it works out. Alright. What was this? Crap, what color was this? I don't remember. Just E. It might be E. No, that's not E. That's 2. Oh,
Where do you see those Target?
yes, those are at Target. Oh. Yeah.
Good old Target.
Yeah, because I was looking, because I went there to go get the Godzilla blind box. Because I was like, okay, I'm totally gonna find those blind boxes at Dino's, because I've been wanting one for so long. And the shipping from Target's just ridiculous. It's like half the cost of it. Like I can get one for $15, but then the shipping's $13. I was like, no, that's not happening. This is stupid. So so I went, and then I was like, well, I can look for bag clips. They have tons of bag clips. There were some other ones I was gonna get some One Piece ones, but they were out, and then another one, and I can't remember what line it was from. But then I saw these, and I was like, oh, these are really cute, and they were cheaper than Godzilla's bag clips, which they had none. So I was like, I'll grab them. Another obsession to go down under. Yes.
I got an observation about our Targets that
Yeah.
we're losing them. They're slowly closing down, but what they're doing
They're
is
expensive.
they're changing from Target to Kmart because it's the same owners here in Australia. But now a new thing I've started to notice is that Kmart has its own brand, its own label, so they make like their own in-house products at Kmart. I noticed that some of those products are starting to appear in our Targets now. So
Shut your pie hole, Blair.
I think maybe Target is going to slowly get eliminated from this country, and it's just going to be all Kmart.
That's funny how it goes backwards.
Yeah, I know.
Got rid of our Targets, but we have our Kmart's, but we have our Targets.
Yeah.
I always liked Kmart better because it was way cheaper.
Yeah, well,
I got
Kmart.
so many
That's people
I got so
prefer
many.
that in Australia as well. Yeah.
I got so many Star Wars toys from them.
Yeah, well, the thing is, Kmart, both Kmart and it looks like Target are hardly even stocking Star Wars now.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's
I got a
getting
lot of those.
harder to find Star Wars actually in Australia. It's starting to disappear off the shelf, Star Wars. So, yeah, they must be due for a good series or something to come out that's going to make people interested again. But yeah, I don't think Andor's going to bring the masses over, but it's certainly going to make us Star Wars fans happy.
Yeah.
I don't know about the new animation either, but that's going to make us happy as Star Wars fans. But
That's just rude, Bear. Rude.
I think we've got to wait for the Mandalorian movie to come out.
I wish they'd just make it a full
And
season
Disney's
instead of a
cash cow
stupid
to be
movie.
back on our screens everywhere.
I don't know why they just don't make another season.
Yeah.
Because my parents aren't going to go to the movie theaters to see that. I'll have to wait till it comes
Well,
out.
it'll end up on.
Yeah,
on the
but that's
Star
the whole
Wars
point.
channel.
Is like, you know, when it comes out, you want to see it because they love
And
it.
the time between it being in the cinema and coming out on Disney Plus won't be very long. It'll be a pretty quick transition, I reckon, because we're already
Hopefully.
paying for a subscription. So
Yeah, but they just want money anyway, so I could see him milking it for a while. I did hear them. I don't know if this is like true or just rumor, but somebody had said that They were doing a live action Tangle, but because of how bad Snow White's doing, is they canceled it.
I'd be
Yeah.
surprised, but that makes sense. If they're
Yeah,
going to go and change the story of something that people have
if
grown up
if
with,
it's a
then
remake, just follow like again, make the changes make sense. Like Mulan, there's a lot of changes in it, but they made sense and they helped the story still, right? Like instead of having a pet dragon, back then it was having the peacock, right? And it wasn't like cheesy because they didn't talk to her and stuff like that, but it was used very well. Like so there's a lot of changes in it, but it was good. So be smart about it if you have to do something different.
true.
But Snow White was just a mess. And Gal Gadot cannot act to save her life. Good gravy. I saw some of her stuff from the movie. My gosh, that was hard to watch. I swear she cannot act. Right. I've heard not one good thing of all the Snow White movie. Yeah, because there isn't. There's nothing good about it.
Yeah, a lot of people are bagging it. I even saw one. I was telling Kat. I'm pretty sure it was Kat. I told. Um, that I saw this guy on YouTube, and he was like, he obviously does all the Disney content,
Uh-huh.
and he'd been to see it, and he was bitching and moaning, and he basically turned around and said, "Now I get why Star Wars fans hate Disney."
Jeez.
He goes, I can understand their rants and raves now, basically, because look what they've done to one of the best franchises they've ever
Well,
had.
I mean, especially to mess up Snow White so that, I mean, that saved the franchise back in the day. But for them to
But anyway,
just rip it to
I thought it was
shreds, I
funny.
just
He
don't
was like,
understand it,
I can relate to the Star Wars people now. I can
right?
see
He
why
gets
they've
our
been
pain
bitching and moaning. Yeah.
tanked harder than Dragon Ball Evolution. Yeah, but I'll be honest, it's such a bad movie, but I still enjoy it. I still enjoy Dragon Ball. So bad, but did my comment come up? I did not see when. Which comment? Was it about Snow White? If it did, it did not. Or do I need to scroll up? Like, did you just make it, Pete? Because I don't see anything from you except you saying about your comment coming up.
Something about it's his gotta go comment. Are you leaving us or are you
Oh,
going to the bathroom?
no, I didn't see that. I'm sorry. I don't see that at all when I scroll up. Mm-mm. Nope. Zombie says, "Don't worry, Pete. If it was about Snow White, no one would have seen it either." Right. I've got to adjust my I gotta turn off the camera. I gotta stretch. My butt has gone numb. I can't feel it anymore.
Phew. Jeez.
Oh, I'll be right back. Behave.
You can probably still hear us anyway. She does this trick every time.
Yeah.
She thinks you're waiting for us to say something and so she can come back and yell at me. It ain't gonna work, lady. I'm not falling for your tricks. What can I say bad? No. Come on. You been playing that game that John's been playing, Chris?
No.
Uh,
No.
I wasn't sure whether you were in the massive guild or whatever it is.
I have no idea. I don't know who's all playing that.
He said that there's parts in the game where it takes you like at least 20 guys to get through it.
Oh yeah. Well,
So
it's
it's
basically
part of a massive guild or something. So
it's just a Warcraft
yeah, type. Yeah,
type game. It's basically the same thing, just done by Apple and better graphics.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I caught some of it on his stream. I know Chip was going to join him because he was designing a character last night
Yeah.
on Top Gun. And Rum was getting frustrated because he said, "You're just doing this, you guys, because you know I haven't got my PlayStation here." And
I
he's
don't
just
think
trying to.
Rum could play the game.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. There's a lot to keep track of.
Well, John said he reckons you can just wander around, cut down trees if you want, and you level up.
Well, you will, but there's still you have to keep track of all the weight of everything you're carrying. You have to.
Oh,
There's tons of stuff to.
okay.
Would be nice to have Rum playing again, but
Yeah. He said the only thing left around his flat was a couch, a TV, and his PlayStation, basically. So I said, "Oh, so it's the flat of a 20-year-old guy."
yeah,
No food in the kitchen, and probably a lot of takeout boxes.
there's a stack of pizza boxes by the
Yeah.
door.
Okay. Okay. Oh, we're getting closer. Oh no, really? Those are there. What is? Okay.
Oops.
I'm back.
Okay. Welcome back to your own stream. Mhm.
Oh, okay. Zombie, why does it show two things you're trying to get in?
What's he
Hey.
doing?
No, I backed out and came back in because I thought the little buzzer might go off.
Okay.
There's a little buzzer, like the doorbell.
So what's everyone up to anyway?
Diamond painting.
Yes, I see that.
What are you up to?
Nothing much. Just chilling.
Chilling like a villain.
hmm I should really be finishing my.
Yeah, you should. You're just being lazy. Seriously.
I am. It's Sunday afternoon,
Yeah.
so I'm being lazy.
You know what my father would say right now? Stop procrastinating.
But
Open
I'm
the box.
doing it.
It's dark in here. Open the box. Open the box.
No, I should be finishing
I agree.
my Jedi training remote. I'm finally making one for myself.
Wow.
I
Are
fixed
you
the.
gonna have yours hovering?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I fixed the base up when I moved last year. I accidentally dropped it, and it broke, and it was like $100. I thought, oh crap. But but then I took it apart and had a look, and it was actually just the housing that actually broke, where you put the adapter in to charge it. So I just glued that back together, and it worked fine, so it was good. Then I painted it and put stickers on it. Yes.
Super glue.
Do the ball next.
All right, all done.
Awesome. What's he got?
Give me a second. I'm trying to brush this in.
See it there?
Oh yeah,
There's the base
Oh,
there.
nice.
cool.
And there's half of it. There's the magnet in the bottom. It sits over there. Unless it goes like that. Bloody hell. But yeah, my friend did the stickers,
Nice.
which looked really cool. And then I sprayed it because it was actually black, but I didn't like the black.
Mm-hmm.
So I just sprayed it. But then I've just got to glue the other half and start sanding and stuff like that.
Nice.
Yeah. So it'll get there. So I'll probably do it probably the end of
Well, it
this
won't
week.
be getting there if you're procrastinating. Okay.
How did I know you were going to chime in there, Michael?
Oh, that looks great, Chris.
Oh, that's
wow,
pretty
look
cool.
at that.
That looks awesome. That'll make a nice little short too. Oh wow.
Jim Hadar
Nice.
Battle Cruiser.
The Gem Hadar.
Jim Hadar. So that's that for those.
Awesome.
Do another couple tomorrow.
Yay. Oh, that's so good.
But it's getting almost to be midnight, so I'm going to take my drugs and then go to bed.
Okay.
So,
Thanks for
Fair
hanging
enough.
out with us. Appreciate
Chris.
it.
See you, Chris.
bud.
Try not to
See you,
swear
Chris.
next week, please, Chris. Oh, he's gone.
He was sick of you already.
Jeez, thanks, Kat.
You're welcome. Well, he did
Wow.
leave when you got on. Just saying.
I know. It's like everyone
Yes.
goes.
Cat, don't hold back, all right? Just
Sure, I won't. I'll be honest. You guys don't hold back, so I'm trying to be more like you guys, more outspoken.
What do you mean?
Yeah, what do I mean? Okay.
how many times do we have to go over my innocence?
You have none. I don't know why you keep insisting. You both are like, we do nothing. Both
Please,
honky.
Mum
Michael.
and I are both misunderstood, as I
No,
said.
you're not. You're both just
Come
never
on,
mind.
Michael. We know I'm the only innocent one here.
Yeah.
Bull honky. You both are not innocent by any means.
What?
She's got her favourite golden boy Aussie.
Yeah.
It's Muzza. She loves
Yeah.
Muzza.
I do
She
love
loves
Mother.
her. She loves
Muzza.
Muzza. Because Muzza can't do no wrong.
He says some things sometimes, but it's very far and in between, and then
That's
he
like
like
me.
he doesn't repeat it, and then he
He's the
doesn't start
teacher's pet.
stuff.
He's the
He's a very
teacher's
good.
pet.
He is a
When
teacher's
did
pet,
Michael
yes.
and I do that? We didn't do that.
Oh
Never.
crap! You guys don't do that.
We didn't.
You
We didn't
always-
bring up.
You always
When-
instigate each other. Y'all are just a bunch of punks. So, hello. I thought you were leaving.
Yeah. Well, something's gone wrong with the stream.
Oh,
Every time I
Yeah.
say Instagram in a comment, it doesn't
Mhm.
appear, but everything else appears. So
it's weird.
it's really weird. Only the small comments of mine get in, but the bigger comments non-existent.
Yeah, they're watching you, Pete. That's why. Mm.
So no, the sheep are watching you guys in Australia. So you're all bloody
No.
sheep anyway. So
We send all the sheep to New Zealand. I don't know why they want all the sheep.
Well, they're all coming to Australia.
Maybe-
We're
maybe-
sick of our sheep.
Maybe
Yeah.
variety. I think you guys want or something. I don't know.
Ew.
Anyway, change the subject. Cat. There is a Instagram message on there.
Okay.
I couldn't say anything because the person on your stream called starts with a
I
D.
already. I know.
Okay. There's another.
Okay, I'll listen to it later.
There's another PGM stand up.
Nice.
Oh, nice. How'd it
So-
go? Did it go well?
Yeah, it went really well actually.
Oh, that's cool.
So it's not the Silver Tongues one I did last few weeks ago. It's the recent one I did. Best in
When was that?
Best in class. So it's about to be young guys and middle-aged people standing up there and making people laugh or trying to make people laugh for 5 minutes each. So it's just an invite, Cat. So come on the stream next weekend if people are available, of course. So
cool.
And lo and behold, the comments didn't show up, which is really odd. So something's going on. It's very strange things going on.
It is very
on streams at the moment. What happened to the 3D BB-8 puzzle stream?
So I was running late. I sent Rum a message saying, "Hey, I'm still out and about. I'm gonna be a little late. Just a heads up." He never read my messages. And then I got a few messages from people like, "Hey, are you still streaming?" And then I checked, and he still hadn't read, and it's like almost 3 o'clock. So I reached out to him on Instagram, nothing. So he had told me earlier in the week that I had to talk to him about a few things, and he said, "Well, he's traveling right now for work, but he was coming back late Friday night, but we're still on for the stream." I think when he got home, he just crashed. And then last night he ended up coming on and he said hi. And Michael tried to say Bob hooked up with somebody, and that's why.
Yeah, that's
But,
it. You got lucky.
but Bob outed himself and said no, he fell asleep and just didn't wake up in time. So
Well, it wasn't
no,
a
he
late
destroyed
Christmas, and I
me.
tell you that much for free.
He destroyed me.
yeah.
I tried to hook him up.
He does travel. He does travel a lot. So
Yeah, he does. And I was just hoping it wasn't like something with Earth Mom or Shane Blade or something, or he was sick again. So I was like just trying to say no, I think he's just asleep. So, but I haven't talked to him yet. I think he's still recovering, but I'm gonna reach out to him tomorrow to see when he wants to, reset it for.
Right.
Because as of right now, I don't know if he wants to still just push it to next month. Because we try to do one once a month or next Friday or what. So I don't know what's going on.
Maybe he's really busy at the moment. Maybe his work situation got busy.
Well, it's that, and he's just it's exhausting traveling for work, and traveling and all that kind of stuff, and
Or
so.
it was when you said you'll make him hot and he couldn't handle it, so he had to have an
You shit! Why do you have to bring that up? You're as bad as Michael.
Well, I'm just throwing ideas out there. I was just saying.
Okay, so to address what they just brought up, because we had to.
Yeah, throwing dumb ideas.
Michael sent me a message saying, asking me about the stream, and so I had told him I'm going to hit up Rum, but apparently
No,
I
you
said
said
I'm going.
you're gonna
Shut
hot
up!
up, Rum.
Shut up! Shut up! I said I'm going to hit up Rum, but apparently my text came through and it said, I'm going to hot up rum on Instagram. And so he's like, oh, well, I guess have fun with that instead of the stream.
Yeah, well, wrong vowels in the wrong place.
Mm.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah,
Bunch of
Rum
jerks.
was going to get hot up, and he didn't even respond. He missed out, didn't he?
We had to
'Cause he
take a
was
nap.
sleeping. He was tired afterwards.
I
Yeah.
know. Well, you know, you can just keep reminding him that you were going to hot him up, and now it's all over. And
Whatever. He didn't even care when you brought that up last night on the stream. He completely
yeah, shit, he is
ignored it.
tired, isn't he?
That's what I'm saying. Like he
I
didn't
thought he
even
would
make
have
a
been all
joke.
over that.
He didn't
would have
even make a
been all
joke
over
about it.
Yeah.
I bet
I
you
think he was too
$10
tired.
if you asked him about it, he'd be like, "What? What happened? What happened? What did I
What?
miss?"
What? Lady Catherine said, what?
Yeah.
Is that why he finished the stream early, guys?
Yeah, he was tired. He was
He
still
was
tired.
tired last night, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I think that's his favorite stream, and he was just
Gotta give it to him though. I mean, he stayed up as long as he could.
yeah,
So,
for sure.
yeah. Okay. Well, wow. All right. I reckon he'll probably organize it for next weekend. Knowing. So
I assume, but I don't know if he's because if he's traveling again, I'm just gonna say let's just skip it. You know, like let's not because the same thing will just happen. You know what I mean? Like there's no, it's fine. Like it's not that big of a deal. So
Well, he did say that he'd been presenting all week. I mean, no wonder he's tired. He's going to kill me.
yeah, he is. Yeah, he is.
He said he had to
presenting. Did you say he's presenting all week?
He
He
said
was
he had to present all week, and I was like, no wonder you're tired.
Well, if he got lucky, so yeah.
He said he was hosting a team building weekend or something. Where, like, you know, like one of those sort of corporate things. And he just happened to mention that he was been presenting, and I was just like, well, no wonder you're buggered, mate.
Well, as soon as I find out, I'll put a community post out on my page and stuff to let people know when it's rescheduled.
Yeah, because I looked at your channel and looked at Salacious's channel, and then it just disappeared completely.
Yeah.
It's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's probably already claiming the victory.
That's
How
I
dare
know
he
he's
have a
already
life outside of YouTube?
I know, right? Well, I know, like,
What? Life
here's the
outside
thing.
of YouTube? What?
You guys don't have life out of YouTube, Zombie and Michael. You're in YouTube. That's your life at the moment.
Well,
Exactly. I went outside once. The graphics was really good, but the storyline was
The
crap.
graphics was really good.
Well, you are in Australia, so it is pretty crap.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go.
Wow.
Shots fired.
Bazinga.
He's just upset because we didn't send him the sheep.
I think Bear's a little confused. He said the sheep who stare at men, purry sheep. I think he's confused. What kind of sheep you guys are sending him?
Well, Bear should know. He comes from a sheep and beer country, doesn't he?
Canada.
Was it more moose? Is it more moose?
I think it's moose. It's more moose.
Yeah.
Moose and maple.
Yeah.
But your Darth Vader thing, Cat, looks really good. It's coming along.
Thank you. I know.
Yeah,
I'm almost done.
Are you gonna frame that, or are you gonna what?
I don't frame them, but I put Mod Podge on them, and then I trim the outline. So here, I'm gonna turn this off. So I cut off all this stuff, which tells you like what the pieces are and stuff. So I just trim it off, so it looks like just a nice picture. and then I have Velcro backings, and then I stick it on my movie case.
Should laminate it. Good.
I don't have the laminator anymore, so it's
Oh.
doesn't work. But he's so
Do they have
pretty.
laminated places? Can you go to places like printing shops and laminated shops?
You could, but I'm too cheap for that. So I just do Mod Podge. So what you do is you take a roller pin
Right.
and you go over it to make sure everything's secure, and then you just Mod Podge it, and it keeps it secure. So
Yeah.
but yeah, 6 months
That's
my
looking good.
butt, you jerks.
What was
They're
that?
like, it's gonna take you 6 months to do. Well, it hasn't. So.
That comment.
Oh,
Yeah,
Well,
I-
you haven't proved us wrong yet. So
Yeah, it
I'm
hasn't taken him
almost
6
done.
months. So it's only been 3.5. So
it's not finished
Hey,
yet. So
you shut up, zombie.
Hey,
It's gonna take me 3 months.
I was hey, I'm on your side.
Yes,
Hasn't
but it's
taken
not 3
6 months.
months, so you're just being a jerk too.
is this like 3 weeks now? We're
Yeah,
getting close
but
to
that's
we're getting
better.
close to our first month.
Shut up. I don't like any of you people tonight. I'm gonna turn the stream off.
Hey, I
Uh,
was on your side, Kat. Hey,
let's
No,
be
you're
clear.
not. You're making jokes too about being
Let's
3
be
months.
clear. Let's be clear. She doesn't like you guys. She probably likes me more. So,
Yeah, you're fine. It's those two.
Wow.
oh, what a suck!
Wow. Wow. The New Zealand suck up, like typical.
why not?
Oh,
We got to win
Oh.
something, don't we? We got to win something.
oh, you win everything. What are you talking about?
Well, we don't win the cricket. Anyway, it's a different story.
Well, you did. Your girls beat our girls, so
Mm,
you did. You won the world championship.
yeah. Well, thing is that TVNZ doesn't really stream that well here. I've missed the cricket.
Oh
Missed
wow!
the New Zealand game, which is really pain. So,
Mm.
and I'm not getting Sky because we got Sky here too, and that's really expensive. Really expensive. So,
Yeah, and they do a lot of stuff through Sky Sports, don't they?
When's your next gig, Pete?
I haven't set one up yet. I think I'm going to ask one of the organisers to do Monday nights. I think you can do Monday nights on the Fringe. Do 5 minutes, and I think I'm going to go to a bar called the Moon Bar, and they do open mic nights. So I might go, and that's right
cool.
here in my
Nice.
suburb. So I might go and ask
Nice.
where open mics are, so I can do another 5 minutes. So I've had about 3 to 4 weeks off because I've had a virus I try to get rid of for 2 weeks. Writhing in pain for 2 weeks. And I've been out of it. I've been out of the game for quite some time. So, I want to get back into it. That's
Yes.
yeah. So that gig I was doing was my first gig for about 3 or 4 weeks, I think. It was a long time. It was a long time for me, anyway. So. But hopefully I can get some guests on next weekend and have a discussion, have a bit of a laugh, and show the 5 minutes I did.
Nice.
Yeah.
That'd be good.
So there is another one coming as well. It's the Silver Tongues, which was before the one I just did, and that the editor has got a lot on his plate at the moment, so it'll take time for these things to get out.
Yeah.
So that's the I know about editing, and it can be very time consuming editing.
Right.
So yeah, looking
What'd you
forward to.
Sounds good.
What was that?
I said it sounds good.
Yeah, it was a blast. Actually, it was a good blast. It's like a mixture of young and old, middle age, stand-ups. 2 or 3 being newish, up there for the very first time. But everyone killed it actually on stage. It was really, really good. Quite enjoy that actually when people, all of them are killing it. A lot more fun doing it that way.
Yeah.
So,
Well, it probably pumps up everybody too,
yeah.
Kinda. Oh, hello.
Kilo.
What's up, everybody?
Hey, Killer.
Kilo.
What's going on,
Hey,
guys?
Oh, not much. Same shit, different day kind of thing.
I've been sitting in the background listening to you guys behaving myself and hearing you guys getting a little out of hand around here.
Blame that on the Aussies, Kilo, not me. I'm a New Zealander.
Oh, and damn Aussies.
Yeah. It's all our fault. Yeah.
Jump in and
Typical.
say hello.
Getting thrown under the bus again.
Yeah, that's all right. Used to it.
You throw New Zealanders under the bus all the time, so yeah, get used to it, like Zombie just said.
Wow.
I get thrown under the bus all the time, so I ain't worried about it.
I get normally dragged under by bloody Michael being thrown under there.
Oh, that's all Michael. Yeah, right.
That's great delivery on that, Zombie. Great delivery on that.
Yeah, I'm Mr. Innocent over there. Yeah, I'm innocent.
Kilo, how are you doing? How you doing, mate? How are you doing, Kilo?
I'm all right. I'm actually working in my Star Wars room. I got some new shelving built, so I'm trying to put stuff on the shelf and make it look nice.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Well, give us a look. Don't just say that. Come on.
Well, hold on, I gotta make sure I got the. Let me check the cameras real quick. Make sure I have it set right.
You can't say you're doing something Star Wars and not show us. Bloody hell.
If you said Star Trek, yeah, we can probably just keep the camera off.
He'd be kicked out.
Yeah.
If it was Star Trek, I wouldn't even be talking to you guys.
Yeah.
Because I would have strung
Yeah,
myself up.
there's
by
not
now.
a great deal of love here for Star Trek. Yeah.
No, I don't like Star Trek at all. Actually,
Oh, you better be careful because Kat loves William Shatner.
You shut your pie hole and get out. Take that
So
somewhere else.
it's a mess. So pardon the mess, but I'm working on it. Wait, that's a small screen. Here we go.
Oh, wow, that's cool.
Oh, that's good. It's coming along.
Yeah,
Awesome.
that's cool.
What a
Okay.
great space.
Yeah,
Yeah,
got a lot of
nice.
it. So I'm just working on getting it nice and organized, and there's my astrobike droids I made at Galaxy's Edge.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
I've
cool.
got all of my lightsabers are wrapped up on this tape. It's mirrored on me. This sucks. I can't deal with the mirroring. Hold on. No, we're not going to mirror my camera. That's dumb. All right, there we go. All right, now, yeah, all my sabers are wrapped up there. I'm trying to figure out how. I'm gonna rip the ceiling out, and replace it since it's like this fiberglass crap that's probably not really good for me anyways. But here, this is what I worked on tonight. I have the felt to go over those boxes and make it look like I'm gonna put the black on the top.
Oh, nice.
Mm-hmm.
Sand on, and then I'm gonna put a gray one down here for these. So I got a few of the bigger figures. Been working on these guys here. These are hard to find.
Wow. Oh, they're the mini Funkos. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
And then these are like those Disney Doorables or whatever, but I have the Star
Yes.
Wars set. So I
Nice.
built the little. So I mean, these shelves are set up for certain things, but I just made them for like these. There's like a whole set in there too. Yeah,
That's
and then
looking really good.
like my Legos, they're covered up because they have a shelf in the way, but I've got like a ton of my Legos are built too. And I got like rare action figures on card. I actually have
Oh, nice.
a Star Wars figure right here.
It's like a mini store in there with the shelves like
Yeah.
that.
And that's just
Yeah,
one
I mean-
room. That's just one room. That's not the rest of his house is
You
covered.
want to see a room that looks like a store? Hold on, I'm gonna close the camera off. I'll bring it back on. I have to move a shelf. I'll show
Yeah.
you a room that looks like a freaking store. Cause this is down in my basement. I'm the only one that comes down here unless there's like tornado weather. They never rule. Nobody under 40 is allowed down. That's keeps it safe for me to be able to play down here by myself. Shelves around too. Crazy. Turn these lights on. This room is still a work in progress too.
Bear says we ride moose, fight polar bear, and apparently boycott American goods for the foreseeable future.
Oh yeah. That's in full effect in Canada. I saw this guy went to the local mall
Mm-hmm.
and he went into the Walmart. It was Saturday afternoon in this Canadian mall, and there was only one shopper in the whole of Walmart. And
Well,
the
that's
rest,
cool.
then he went to the Canadian grocery store, and it was wall to wall people. It was crazy, absolutely crazy. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, that does look like a store, Kilo.
So I take it you like Funko Pops.
Yeah, I did. I stopped pretty much. I slowed down on them a lot. Now this is how it looks like a store. This is how I have these set.
All you need is a register,
See,
dude.
Now do you see why I say I don't know who has more, Chris or him? Now you get why I say. And because again, this is just another room. Like this, his whole house is covered. They're everywhere. Like
They're everywhere.
Yeah, my whole house is a big ass toy store
it really is.
because I grew up with nothing. So therefore, now I have all the toys I couldn't have when I was a kid.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you have a
fair
dumb
enough.
bunny.
It's cool. That's cool.
It's money, and plus I'm making sure that when I go, they're well taken care of because worth a ton.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I don't have as many. I try to collect life size stuff, so I don't have the room for a lot of stuff. Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
I don't
like
collect.
I had a bunch of action figures and Black Series and stuff, and then and Legos, and then I got like really sick and I quit smoking because I used to smoke, and then I needed something to spend the money on that I spent on cigarettes every day.
That's fair trade. At least you're getting something good out of it.
Yeah, at least it might.
Decided that I was
At least
gonna.
toys won't kill you. At least toys won't kill you. So,
Unless it falls on him.
yeah, we'll do that. Yeah.
If it falls on him, then he's screwed. It'll be like an episode of Hoarders. We found a body under here.
Wow.
I decided.
We thought he ran away, but no, he's under here.
He's been trapped under here for years.
Yeah,
Mhm.
just
They-
let me take
that
all
was-
these
that
toys and
happened.
put him in my car to get him out.
That happened recently. this woman, they didn't know where it was a roommate. They didn't know what happened to him because he was an older guy. And when they started cleaning out this person's apartment, they actually found his skeleton in the rubble.
Oh
What?
wow.
Yeah, he'd been there for years, but they thought he took off it because he just disappeared. Well, it's because he died. Like stuff fell on him and he died, and he decomposed.
They have the old Pepsi cans that are all cleaned out from
Nice.
episode 1.
Mm.
And then
Interesting.
like all of these don't have the stuff in them where I would have like animals, but these are all
Wait, hold
cleaned
on,
up.
let me make you big screen again.
Campbell's can. Oh, there's Star Wars Campbell's cans.
I used to have that. I used to have the cereal boxes, the sodas.
Yep, I got cereal boxes.
My brother, he had an entertainment center up against our bay window in his room, and he
Mhm.
didn't empty out the sodas. And one morning, they just like exploded from the sun, like just boom, right after another. Made a mess. So he started emptying them. Yeah, I used to have all the cans and cereals.
There's a big Pez. I don't remember who it was that was on here. I was talking about it, but I have it. The big
Me.
Pez with the
I had a Darth Vader one.
Oh, the
Oh,
really
I
big
think it's in the
faces.
shed. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like a big giant one.
Yeah.
So I have smaller ones, and then I have a big giant Darth Vader one. And when you open up Darth Vader's head to get the candy out, it plays the Imperial March.
oh nice.
Which do you prefer, Cat? The small one or the bigger one?
Shut up, zombie.
What? I'm just saying because the small ones
No,
are
you're
easier to put
not.
on the
I know
shelf.
I know what you're talking about. Just stop it. Just stop it.
I was saying about put.
Go back
Yeah,
to the
that-
doghouse.
I made some magnets too because I get pretty creative when I get bored. So hold on. I
Mhm.
wanna put that
Oh,
together.
magnets are cool.
Some of these are store bought. Some of these are, but some of them are made.
Nice.
Like I like my Watto.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, some of it, like I said, some of them are bought, but some of them, like these, I made.
Yeah.
It's like it's long nights where I get bored.
Yep.
And I got extra magnet pieces, so yeah. So I got a lot of cool toys. There's even more in here too. This is where I keep my ad icon stuff over in this area. But it's
Wow.
in the other area. But I'm working on it.
So cool.
So what I've been doing is clearing out that area where I showed you guys, and because I got a couple more shelves to roll over there and put the stuff up on. Now I'm down to
Yeah.
like action figures, and then some Black Series,
Dale.
and then I got some more like ships and stuff I'm gonna put up, and then I'm gonna start working on my Legos again because I have 2 big totes full of Legos I have to do.
Yeah.
You want to see how many Legos I got to do?
I
All
can't
that right
imagine.
there.
Can't imagine.
I got those, and then I got this bad boy to put together.
Wow.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
nice.
I used to have the one that was motorized, and then
Oh,
my
yeah.
ex stole it from me.
I got the smaller one of that. I mean, I guess I'll call it smaller, but
Oh,
I
yeah,
got-
no, it's heaps smaller. Heaps smaller.
Yeah.
it's a lot smaller. Yeah.
Kilo, Dale says that when you decide to sell your Star Wars collection because Disney made you mad, let him know first.
Because Disney hurt me in my no spot in my heart. Yeah, no. Sure. Sure, I'll let you know. I'll let you know. I'll send you a sign.
I'm ready to have my heart ripped out. do it really quick, like a Band-Aid, yeah? So it doesn't...
Well, I bought this house like almost 10 years ago. When I moved in here, I only had 4 shelves.
Yeah.
So
Expanded just a bit. Just a bit.
just a little bit. Just a little bit. And even when I'm trying to slow down, there's somebody that wants to encourage more stuff. I'm like, I don't have much more room left.
Yeah, we all don't have much room. Although
No.
I've got to, I'm thinking about downsizing my couch to a 2-seater so I can fit more cabinets in the lounge.
So then you'll have to snuggle with your lady friends.
No, mate.
I don't have any lady friends at the moment, Kat. You know that.
I meant when you get some. Jeez, calm down.
Here's lady shit. Don't you know that, Kat? Here's lady shit.
Jeez. Do they just cuddle out in the barn then, Peter?
Yeah, Zombie's got to travel less to find a seat than what I do.
On a single couch. On a single couch, which is a chair.
I was being optimistic for you, man. Jeez.
Zombie lives in a regional area, so he'll find shit quicker than me.
Yeah.
That's so gross. So gross.
No, it's been kind of hard on me working down here.
Yeah.
I've been, because like every time I turn around, there's a Chewbacca sitting somewhere.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You know.
Yeah.
But I
that's
know
hard.
I gotta get this stuff done. But like
Yeah.
it's like, come on! Like every time I turn around, there's a Chewbacca
Yeah.
sitting there. I'm like, so that's why I was gonna come in earlier, and then I found I call it like a Force Ghost, because like Force Ghost colored Chewy
Yeah.
that came out of the what do you call it? The Advent calendar set.
Yeah.
And I found one of those, and I was starting to put. I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna put these up yet. Like I just
Yeah.
put it back.
I'd wait.
Like I
Yeah.
can't do it.
It's best to wait with that.
Like I'm still like honestly struggling hard over that, but that's why I haven't
I'm
really done
sorry.
it in streams. I hardly ever jump in the streams. But like
Yeah.
I'm like, I like hanging out with everybody in cat stream. Like I'll jump in the cat stream.
Thank you. Well, you never have to really just do much. I mean, I understand, it's a hard time.
Yeah, Michael and I don't do much.
Yeah, I do.
I mean, he does more than you, Zombie. You just stir trouble. You don't actually do anything. You don't even build anything on mine. You build on Realm Street, but what do you do besides make trouble?
I don't make
Throw
trouble.
me under the bus.
I make people laugh. Thank you very much.
Oh, okay. Okay.
When?
You make people laugh. Okay. All right.
When, Zombie?
Wow.
Wow.
I know.
And that is coming from a comedian, so
Yeah, well, let's laugh.
Zombie makes good commentary. It's funny.
I mean,
Yeah.
maybe you should listen to the comedian, Zombie.
Gotta say, Michael actually does a lot more than you do, Zombie. I gotta say that. You're just a talking head. You're just a talking head like me at the moment.
Yeah. What's wrong with that?
Nothing. I'm just saying you don't do much on my stream.
You're just a talking head.
Palp, really? This is when you pipe out to say Zombie is never any trouble. Liar! Why do you lie so much?
Thank
on
you,
my stream?
Palps. Thank you.
I don't know why you lie constantly on my stream.
Palps is telling the truth.
And okay, Zombie makes good commentary, and Zombie also instigates the Michael and Rome shenanigans.
God damn it, babe.
From Bear.
Yeah, he does.
I mean, I guess I'm
Told
sorry.
you, Rum and I are innocent. So.
Well, you both are not, but
There you
He
go.
does
I
stir
can feel
trouble a
Michael's
lot.
hand on my shirt, pulling me under the bus with him.
I mean, you do enough of that yourself. Y'all like take each other down. Like, oh, I'm sorry, what you guys.
Yeah, you should be
Can't we just get
owning
along?
a fleet of buses yourself,
Right.
really. So,
Like a band of brothers.
Boy. Oh boy, oh boy. Yeah. All right, guys. Well, I was gonna try and hold off to 1 o'clock, but my pain is really spiking, so I'm gonna have to go.
That's
yeah.
no good, Cat.
I know, like I'm dying over here. All right, Michael, did you finish? Are you almost finished?
No.
Did you put
I'll
a
put
little
you on
helmet
big
on that
screen.
little guy? Did you, Michael, or something?
Little head, yeah. I've
Yeah.
got the legs done, doing the waist, but
Ah!
my eyes are starting to get tired on me, so I'm having a time out of it from looking at it.
What's Cat laughing at?
Bear said almost everyone throws each other under the bus, but zombie on this stream, that's nothing new.
But there you go. Bear would know. He's a
Bear
very
has spoken.
well-educated
Bear
gentleman.
has
So
spoken.
yeah,
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
good on you, Bear. Just telling it as it is.
Okay. See, it's so pretty. Here, I'll pull this up a little bit.
So what? You got 3 diamonds in?
Ooh. Such a fun hole. I did this whole thing over here. Look,
Yeah.
he looks so handsome.
No, that was already done. Don't lie.
Shut your pie hole, okay?
Hey,
Jeez.
on a wrong mission.
Excuse me, I've been working all night, so I don't want to hear that from you, either of you.
I'm just kidding.
Whatever, get away from me. I'm in trouble now too.
Real white.
Go to your condo. Go to your condo.
Yeah, I'm going to my penthouse suite. Screw it.
Okay.
I'm out of here. Yeah.
Pop says, at least under the bus, I'll see some friends. On the bus, I'm not sure who's there.
Yeah, exactly.
That's true. Everybody is under the bus.
Oh,
We can all drag each other.
Helps, you might see me on the bus, not under it. So you might see these guys under the bus.
Let's see. Muzza's on the bus. Peter's on the bus. Ricardo's on the bus.
Suck ups.
And everybody else, I think, or Albert's on the bus. Dale is on the bus.
There we go.
Yeah. It's a very select few that are actually on it. Like everybody tries to step on it and then they get pulled under. So it happens. It happens. It's your place in life. It's fine.
Yeah, zombie. Yeah, you're gonna have to buy a fleet of buses called zombie buses.
There you go. There you go.
For sure.
All right.
Zombie buses.
I appreciate everybody being in chat. We had like 13 or 14 at one point. So thank you everybody watching.
Nice. Wow.
And everybody on stream hanging out with me, Chris, earlier. Thank you for everything. And again, thank you, Chris, for my Rancor you sent me. I'm still in love with it. I'm still debating whether to open it or not. I'm still wearing it back and forth.
You're just gonna have to tell Rafi no.
I know. I might have to hide it from him, honestly.
Yeah.
But yes, thank you everybody, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.
See everyone.
Tomorrow. It's not about that.
What's tomorrow?
Monday.
Sunday?
No. What's tomorrow? Why are you getting on?
I don't know. If I'm bored, I'll get on.
Okay. There you go. Just to clarify things.
Yeah. It's this cool thing where I can choose to stream whenever. So yeah.
Cool.
All right. Bye, guys.
See yous.